Introduction. They told you renting was the smart move. They told you owning a home was only for the rich. But here is the shocking truth. Every month you pay rent, you are not just losing money. You are making your landlord richer while you stay stuck. Today, we are breaking down the 7 brutal truths about why your landlord is getting rich while you stay broke. And I promise you, point number 5 will completely change the way you look at money and housing forever. Plus, I have a bonus point at the end, something that almost no one talks about, but it hides in plain sight. So stay tuned. Point 1. Rent is your landlord's retirement plan. When you pay rent, you think you are just securing a roof for 30 days. But for your landlord, that money is long-term wealth. Take Nairobi, for example. If you are paying 50,000 shillings a month, that is 600,000 shillings a year. Over 10 years, you will have given away 6 million shillings. And at the end, you have nothing to show for it. But your landlord has used that same money to pay off their mortgage, expand their properties, and build passive income that will last a lifetime. You are literally funding their future, while your own future remains uncertain. Point 2. Rent never sleeps. The painful truth about renting is that it never stops. You could pay faithfully for 20 years, and the day you lose your job or the day your income drops, your landlord does not care. Rent is due, and if you cannot pay, you are out. That is why, even in countries like America, people say, rent is the treadmill of the poor. You run and run, but never move forward. Buying or building may take sacrifice, but at least you own something solid. Point 3. Rent prices always rise faster than salaries. Ask anyone living in Nairobi, Mombasa, or Kisumu. Landlords never call to say your rent is going down. It only goes up. In Kilimani, an apartment that was 50,000 shillings a month in 2018 is now 75,000 or more. But did salaries rise by 50% in the same period? No. This is why renters are always playing catch-up. Your landlord gets richer with inflation, while you sink deeper into struggle. Point 4. Rent kills generational wealth. Think about this. If your parents built a simple 3-bedroom house in the village or in town 20 years ago, you would not be paying rent today. But because many families rented their whole lives, they passed down nothing but memories. Meanwhile, landlords passed down properties, estates, and plots to their children. That is why the children of landlords often start life ahead, while the children of renters must start the cycle all over again. Renting does not just affect you. It affects generations after you. Point 5. Your landlord is using your rent to escape debt. This is the brutal reality that most tenants never see. Many landlords do not even use their own money to build or buy houses. They take bank loans, mortgages, and SACCO financing. Then they collect rent from tenants like you to pay off those debts. In other words, you are the one repaying the landlord's loan. You think you are paying for a place to stay, but really, you are paying off your landlord's investment. By the time the mortgage is cleared, the landlord owns a debt-free house, and you own nothing. Point 6. Rent traps you in fear. This is psychological. Rent keeps you living in fear of the end of the month. Every time the landlord calls, your heart races. Every time your salary delays, you panic. Every month is a cycle of anxiety, because you know you are just one missed payment away from being kicked out. Home ownership is not just financial freedom. It is peace of mind. It is the ability to sleep without fear of a knock on the door. Point 7. Rent keeps you poor by killing your savings. Look at your monthly budget. How much of your income goes to rent? For many Kenyans, it is 30 to 40%. That leaves very little for savings, investments, or even emergencies. Meanwhile, your landlord is not using your rent to survive. They are using it to invest, to buy more land, to build more apartments. The very money that drains you is the money that multiplies for them. Bonus point: the lies hidden in maps. Here is something shocking. The way land is valued is often manipulated. Look at maps of Nairobi from 20 years ago. Areas like Kitengela, Syokimau, and Ruaka were seen as cheap, almost worthless. But landlords and developers knew the truth. They bought land when no one else wanted it. Today, those same areas are gold mines. Rent in Katengela rivals Nairobi city estates. Why? Because maps, zoning, and development plans were designed to benefit the landowners. You were shown the wrong map, while they held the real one. And that is why today, landlords are rich and renters are broke. Outro. So here is the hard truth. Renting may give you comfort now, but it steals your future. Every shilling you give your landlord is building their wealth, not yours. If you want to break free, you must find a way to own. Start small, even with a plot in the outskirts. Build little by little, because at the end of the day, landlords are not magicians. They just understood the game early. And you can too. This is Dream House Plan and Costs. We tell you the real truths about housing, construction, and wealth in Kenya and beyond. If you learned something today, subscribe, share this video, and let us know in the comments which point shocked you the most. Remember, the longer you rent, the richer your landlord becomes, and the poorer you stay.